Vintage Rhodes.
My book, These Beats Ain't Free.
I'm an author now. I wrote a book called These Beats Ain't Free.
On this book tour, the These Beats Ain't Free book tour.
His new book, These Beats Ain't Free, serves as a template for up-and-coming producers to learn how to make their passion and their paycheck.
I primarily wrote it for producers, but you can relate it to artists. You can relate it to engineers.
Okay, this is what I do. This is how I can get paid for what I do.
I don't want to say step-by-step guide, but it's a real dope, informative manual on how to make money from your music.
And in 2 months, I wrote this book because I was like, man, it's a lot of young, up-and-coming producers, engineers, and artists that come to me and just want insight.
Everyone in this world should find that thing that they would do for free, and that's that thing that they should get paid for. So that thing that you would do for free is that thing that you would do for a living.
The thing that you are passionate about and that thing that you would do for free is that thing that you should get paid for.
The thing that you would do for free is that thing that you should get paid for. The only time you could become a master of something is if you're really with it.
It was a study that I was looking at. How long does it take to become a master at something?
Sometimes as creatives, people don't understand us, you know? Like, I don't know how many of you got parents like, well, why are you doing that?
Ultimately, give or take, it takes 10,000 hours for someone to become a master of something.
I don't know if you have, friends that don't understand why you do what you do or why you put all the hours into your craft that you love.
Now, that may seem significant, that may seem real long, but I also researched another study. They said your average working person, let's just say in your normal work field, from 20 to 65, they would have worked 90,360 hours.
And a lot of times society will tell you to get a real job, as if, making money from your music isn't a real job.
I just want you guys to save yourself a lot of time. I don't know how many mathematicians we have in here. How many, let's just say, if you work at something 8 hours a day, 365 days a year, you'll get up to 10,000 pretty quick, and it won't take as long as 40 years.
So if you're passionate about teaching, that's good, get to teaching. If you're passionate about being in the Navy or being a nail tech, being a fashion designer, that's what you should do. And the money will work itself out.
Find your passion, abide in it, and build up those, in essence, 10,000 hours, become a master at it, and ultimately you'll start seeing residual from it.
It's the product that you have. It's that blue magic, if you will. So the first thing you really want to work on is really honing and fine-tuning your product. That's what makes Timberland, Just Blaze, and the greats the greats. So after you do that, what you want to do to separate yourself is BYOB. Build your own brand.
Build your own brand.
How are you pushing your dope product?
What is Coke? They make soda. But Coca-Cola doesn't look like themselves like, oh, I make soda. They like, nah, we a brand. You know what I'm saying? So the brand is more powerful than the actual Coca-Cola itself. Music is a career that you, when you start it and when you get into it, you'll be doing for the rest of your life. So that's a blessing.
Okay. Good job, bro. I'll give it up.
Let's go. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Woo, we finna lay that down. Let's do it. Okay, she got
I bring the heat like the Wayne. I'm in a different world like the Wayne. I'm dating models, you dating lame dames. So confident, no need for a stage name. A lyrical killer had mamas looking for their sons like change lanes. I love y'all. Keep pushing, man. Thank y'all, man.
Like in the corporate world, they said what you gonna make. They said what you gonna do. It was time to go. I didn't know how I was gonna make my jump, but I knew I was gonna do it.
And I used to work at the airport, so I used to look outside in my office and I used to see these planes going, Lord knows where. I'm like, man, God, I need to be on those planes.
I said, God, I need to be on one of those planes.
And so I left my job.
I took that leap of faith and I jumped and I hadn't jumped back.
I went back to DFW Airport. It was on a flight to LA for a big music venture that I had. And I realized that, in that same airport, when I was in my office, those planes that I used to see flying by that I wanted to be on, I was like, Lord, I'm on one of those planes now. So that's just a story of perseverance. Like,
you're gonna get there. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So I want you to run this marathon. Your passion is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And one day those planes that you were looking on, that you wanted to be on, you will be soaring on those planes. So I'm very proud of all of you guys. Thank you for having me. Give yourself a hand clap again, because this is a good one.